Welcome back to Frontline Eurosports Online. Your host Nate Jennings is going to be doing an overview of another BMW. This is the 2019 BMW S1000XR. Not just any XR, but the new 19 triple black. So they unveiled this machine in 2016. A lot of journalists will deem it what potentially could be the best all-around motorcycle ever. They did some improvements on it when they brought it back out in 18, adding 5 more horsepower, doing some more technology and mounts and buffers to help reduce vibration. That was an issue in 2016 for some people. So we're going to go over this motorcycle, talk about its 17-inch wheels, how now in 2019 we're boasting Pirelli tires. We have our adjustable windscreen, all of our instrumentation controls we'll go over in a minute. We have our DDC suspension, Brembo brakes that are regularly mounted, our fuel-injected, water-cooled, chain-driven power plant. We're looking at our 6-speed transmission with gear shift assist pro. So that allows for clutchless upshift and clutchless downshift. This being a premium package, we're prepped for panniers already. We got our luggage rack, hand guards, navigation preparation. We have all of our ride modes, heated grips, cruise control, our board computer, center stand, all that good stuff. So let's get a little walk around of the bike and then we'll go into handlebars and controls. In our handlebars and controls, we start on the left side. We have our adjustable front brake lever for our hydraulic front brakes with steel-braided brake lines. We're going to have our heated grips, ride mode selection, run start, and kill switch integrated into one. Our ride-by-wire throttle. As you come across, you'll see that beautifully etched S1000XR and a new black bar on the triple black. Notice conventional ignition still with a key for the fuel filler and the ignition cylinder. Adjustable windscreen as we move across, so we can raise and lower our windscreen. We can add a navigation system to the motorcycle, so we can pop our new Nav 6 right into that bad boy right there. On the left switch cube, we're going to have our high beam switch as a trigger switch with constant high beam or intermittent flashes. Cruise control, set, resume, changing speed incrementally. We also have our hazard lights, trip, and info, which I'll go into once we get into the instrumentation. Multifunction controller, left, right for page changes, zoom in and zoom out for our Nav 6. We have ABS, traction control override. We have our DDC, our dynamic ESA, left and right turn signals, and our horn button. So let's turn the ignition on. We'll start on the right side with our heated grips. We have one tap, bring us to high or nuclear level, one tap for low, and back to off. With our mode selection, we'll see that on the left side of the instrumentation, rain, road, dynamic, and dynamic pro. We'll take it back to rain for demonstration purposes. We have our ABS and traction control, which we can hold that button over on the left switch cube and change that for now ABS is off, traction control is on. Let me turn my rider switch on. We can turn our ABS off with a constant hold of that button, and traction control, well, ABS on, traction control off. Now both are on. If they're blinking, they're just giving it a warning we haven't self-checked ourselves and ready to take off yet. So ride this bike, give it 7 feet, 7 miles an hour or so, and those lights will go out. As we go to the lower portion of that button, we have our spring. That's our DDC. Tap it once, it'll bring up our DDC settings so we can go from single with gear, and 2-up riding mode. You'll see 2 helmets up top side of the instrumentation there. Going back to single riding mode, on the left side, or the far right side, my apologies, we have dynamic or road. We can switch from dynamic to road, which is dynamic damping value changes as you're riding the motorcycle, a softer presentation or a more athletic presentation. We have our trip, which is going to start out with our odometer, trip 1, trip 2, average miles per gallon, average miles per hour, and back to our odometer. The information button will take us down into our lap time information, our race info menu, which we can go into and play with a bunch of best ever, best last lap, a bunch of lap timer information for deleting laps and delete the best ever, and exit. So with a constant hold, we can exit this and take us to the setup menu. Constant hold of the info button will take us into equipment first, racetrack next. In equipment, we have timepiece set, brightness, tachometer, shift light coming on at 7, we can adjust that. 13.5, we can adjust that. We have the brightness of the shift light that we can change. We even have frequency changes for them. 4 hertz, on, or an 8 hertz blinks of the shift light. Let's get our attention. Let's leave it at 8 hertz this time. We come on to GPS time, so if we have our nav6 in there, it's going to feed time into our instrumentation and give our board the latest, greatest time from satellite. We'll exit setup equipment, go to racetrack. This is going to be all stuff for running the best time, holding it for 3 seconds, trigger auto. We want to just exit out of this bad boy because we should be using transponders. But if you want to race to work, there you go. We exit our setup menu. And now, the last tidbits we have is our normal speedometer, tachometer, gear indicator with a neutral light. We're going to have a high beam down below that. And that gets us over to where we have just a few check engine lights and a cruise control light that you're not going to see until the motorcycle is on and running. So our check engine light, and when we activate cruise control, that'll illuminate on the left side of the board menu as well. So that's going over the first portions of our BMW S1000XR Premium Package Triple Black 2019. Let's go back out for a wider view. So that's our Triple Black 2019 BMW S1000XR overview from here at Frontline Eurosports. So check us out here in Salem, Virginia, or give us a call at 540-387-9780. Hope you enjoyed this, and we'll see you on your next exhilarating ride from BMW Motorrad North America and Frontline Eurosports.